So Honor smartphones typically come with Huawei's Emotion UI software, or EMUI as I like to call it, smothered on top of Android. But a couple of recent Honor mobiles, including the Honor Magic 2 and this bad boy here, the V20 flagship phone, come with something called Magic UI stuffed on instead. I've been playing with Magic UI version 2 right here on the V20, and the good news for EMUI fans is that it is basically just Emotion UI 9 rebranded, possibly so Honor phones can differentiate themselves a bit more from Huawei handsets. Most of our favourite Emotion UI features are back in action, and there's some great stuff buried away in Magic UI that's definitely worth sniffing out. So here is my full in-depth tour of Magic UI version 2 and some tips and tricks on getting started with your new Honor smartphone. And don't forget, for more on the latest and greatest tech, to poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So when you first set up your spangly new Honor smartphone, you'll notice that unfortunately there is a complete lack of apps tray, which means all of your apps are shoved away there on your desktops, and it's rather messy. But never fear, all you need to do is dive into settings and go to home screen and wallpaper. And in there you'll spot an option called home screen style. Just give that a little tap and you'll see that there is an alternative option, draw. So just give that a little poke. And then hey presto, thank God, the drawer is back in action to keep all of your apps tidied away neatly. One of the best bits about the Honor V20 in particular is that gorgeous front fill-in display. And did you know that with a bit of Magic UI, you can dive into the display settings and actually fully customize it as well? If you head to color mode and temperature, you can play around with the color settings. So for instance, it's set to vivid mode by default, but you can dial that down to normal if you prefer more realistic visuals. Most Honor smartphones also come with a little notch up top. If you're not really a fan, you can just dive into more display settings and then go to notch, and there is an option to mask it as well. A bit bewildered by the fact that it's still available here on the V20, as it basically just adds a massive black bar across the top to hide that dinky little camera lens. But hey ho, we definitely recommend turning on the eye comfort mode as well. You can get it scheduled for the evening times, and what this does is it just adds a nice yellow tint to the display. As you can see there, filters the blue light, makes it much easier on the eyes. It's quite good if, for instance, you're sat by yourself in a dark room browsing Twitter to see if anyone's replied to that really funny comment you just made. Now, most Honor smartphones may have quite skinny bezels these days, but they're also absolute beasts. The V20, for instance, is a 6.4-inch handset, which makes one-handed use pretty damn tricky. Fear ye not though, because Magic UI version 2 has you covered. Just like Emotion UI before it, if you dive into the settings and then go to Smart Assistants, you will discover a one-handed UI mode in there. The mini screen view is absolutely fantastic and well worth getting on board with. So for instance, if you've got your navigation dock down below, you can just swipe across it, and as you see, it will just minimize everything on your desktop down towards the bottom of the screen, makes reaching up for that notifications bar much easier, and you can also use all of your apps in this mode as well. Magic UI also has a new feature called Link Turbo included in it as well. This basically operates in the background, similar to GPU Turbo. I've done a full feature on that, so go check that out. And Link Turbo, what it does is basically when you're streaming a movie, for instance, it'll determine what's the best way of doing it via your Wi-Fi network, if you're connected to Wi-Fi, or via your mobile data. Now at the moment there's no settings available to enable or disable Link Turbo, and very little other information about it, but I'm going to do some more digging and hopefully we'll do a full in-depth feature on Link Turbo soon. Now one of the features introduced in Emotion UI 9, which is also here in Magic UI version 2, is the digital balance feature. Now at first glance, this basically looks like a digital nanny telling you exactly how much of your life you've wasted watching videos on YouTube, browsing the web, stuff like that. But where digital balance actually really proves its worth is if you've got a kid and your kid is using your phone, or for instance, this is a phone that you're going to give to your kid. And by the way, if your kid is getting an Honor V20, then that is one lucky kid. All you need to do is hit screen time management and then tap this is my kid's phone, hit next, and then you can set exactly how much screen time they're allowed per day. So let's be quite harsh and set it to 9 minutes. You can set exactly what time they go to bed, so then no more phone access is allowed. And as you can see there, you can either grey the screen or completely block any apps. And then of course, set your PIN, and then they won't be able to hack into it and turn the whole screen time management off. That'll learn the wee buggers. Now all Honor smartphones rocking a bit of Magic UI also support a bit of facial recognition as well. It's absolutely fantastic alternative to the old fingerprint sensor, and it works really well even in low light. To get started, all you need to do is dive into security and privacy, and then face recognition. Now from here, you'll be able to set up your face recognition data. All it'll do is just scan your face using that front-facing camera. And we recommend keeping enable pick up to wake ticked as well. It just means that whenever you actually lift the phone, it'll immediately start scanning for your face. So enroll face, agree to the disclaimer, of course, and then that'll just give you a quick scan. And with your face enrolled, we also recommend tapping direct unlock. That means you won't have to actually swipe your finger up the screen. Once it recognizes your face, you'll just be straight into the desktop. So for instance, tap the power button, recognizes your mug, and boom, straight into the desktops, no hanging about. And of course that all raise to wake also does the job. So raise the phone, immediately start scanning, and if it recognizes you, again, no waiting around. There's another feature well worth checking out in that security section as well, and it's called the password vault. What this does is basically every time you log into an account on the internet or in one of your apps, it will give you the option of saving your username and password, so you can just bypass it in the future. As you can see, you can enable it or disable it quickly and easily from the settings screen. And any usernames and passwords that it saves will be saved into this autofill section, so as you can see, you can disable individual ones if you want to. So as you can see, as long as you're actually signed into your phone and everything, once you actually come to log in, you'll have the option to use face recognition or fingerprint instead in order to autofill your username and password. Another feature of Magic UI version 2 that I really love is the voice control as well. It's very, very handy, particularly when you're driving. All you need to do to get involved with this is head into the Smart Assistant section, and you'll see voice control hidden away in there. Now, first up, you want to turn on the voice wake up, nice and simple. As you can see there, the wake up command by default is Dear Honor, quite an interesting one. Dear Honor, Dear Honor, Dear Honor. Training complete. As you can see, you can actually change the wake up phrase if you want to as well. So custom wake up phrase. I absolutely love the complete randomness of some of the recommended wake up phrases. Kiwi bunny? What? So I'm going to set it to All Right Mara. Give that a little tick, and then we just need to record it, of course. All right, Mara. All right, Mara. All right, Mara. So now when I say All right, Mara, boom, you can now place a call simply by saying call whoever. Or as you can see there, you can also find your phone as well, which is pretty handy if it's always going down the back of the sofa, your dog's eating it, whatever. And unfortunately, I found in this early incarnation, it can be a bit ropey. Seeing where are you tends to do absolutely nothing whatsoever. It's probably not helped by the fact that I've got a bit of an accent. But the good news is with the voice control, you can also answer or reject calls when they come in as well, just using your voice. So as I say, it's great when you're driving, you don't want to get distracted, pressing the screen, things like that. Now by default with Magic UI, you have this navigation dock down below for going home, going back, calling up your recent apps. But you can change that to Android Pie style navigation gestures instead. All you need to do is head to System and then System Navigation. You'll see in there the top option is gestures. Just give that a little tap and then you'll see that that navigation dock completely disappears. You can actually dive into the settings in order to sort of test out the different options that are available. But basically all you need to know is if you swipe up from the bottom of the screen, that basically takes you back to your home page. If you're in a random web page, all you need to do is swipe this way in order to go back. And that also works when you're actually in an app as well. So for instance, swipe back and there you go, you minimize the video. And to access your recent apps, just swipe up from the bottom and hold your finger there for a second and boom, straight into the menu. Now, of course, one thing you might have recalled from earlier, the one-handed mode, you had to swipe across that navigation dock in order to call it up. Don't worry, you can still do it even with that missing. All you need to do is swipe up towards the center of the screen from whichever corner is nearest to your thumb. And as you can see, once again, minimizes the display nice and easy. Now, one Magic UI app that comes in very handy when you're off on your holidays is the Translator app. Definitely recommend checking that one out. As you can see, this gives you a few different options. You can actually translate speech. If somebody's speaking at you in some sort of foreign language, you don't know what on earth is going on. Even better though, if you've got a foreign website, a menu, a sign, something that you don't understand, all you need to do is hit that camera button and then position the phone so the text is clearly legible. And then just take a shot. As you can see there, the app will actually automatically detect, more often than not, which language you're trying to translate and then translate it into your native tongue. And of course, it's not exactly perfect. It just does a sort of a rough translation, but you can generally get the gist, and it's definitely most handy for things like signs and menus, simple things like that, rather than full-on text. However, be warned that it does need a data connection in order to get online and do that translation. So it's absolutely fine if you've got data roaming enabled, and it's not going to cost you an absolute fortune to do this while you're abroad. If it does, however, you can simply download a language pack. So if you're going to head to Italy, download the Italian pack, and then it'll still be able to do it offline even without a data connection. Great stuff. Another great feature found in Honor's Magic UI version 2 is the AI dual frequency GPS. Again, it's not something you can see in the settings or anything, it ticks away in the background. Basically, what it means is very precise positioning. It's very, very good, especially when you pop out of a tube station. You don't know what side of the street you're on or anything. You need to get your bearings. It will show you exactly where you are on the map. It's great stuff. And all right, there is my full Magic UI version 2 tips and tricks guide. Definitely let me know your own Honor tips down in the comments below. And don't forget to poke, subscribe, and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest greatest tech. Cheers.